This is WEWS-TV Channel 5, Cleveland now at 6 o'clock.
From NewsChannel 5, Cleveland's live 24-hour news source continues.
Good evening, everybody, on this Wednesday, August 2nd, 1995. Ted Edwards alongside Lee Jordan is what's happening on Channel 5, News Channel 5 on this August 2nd, 1995. In El Reyes, Shelley Ginta, who lost to Mayor Michael Keyes in the Democrat primary in May, will face him again in November. Ginta, a registered Democrat, was unanimously elected to the El Reyes Republican Central Committee to run against Keyes on Tuesday. That candidate is a result of a month of the discussion between Ginta and the Republican leaders who fought the idea, as El Reyes GOP Chairman Bob Hartman said this morning. Carol said she was first contacted by John Bevins, a county GOP official, while on vacation in California last month. My jaw just kind of dropped. Ginta said this morning, there aren't many people who can be that they give a second chance like this. Precinct committee members at the GOP meeting Tuesday were shocked to find that Hartman said, but when they thought about it, there made no sense to them, he said. Democrats were sent for me. Are you kidding me? This is craziness, said Councilman Green Rodriguez. The larger question in the legality of the move. Some will prevent losers in the primary from declaring themselves independent. The candidates then run again in the fall. But this way, a special case Republicans said, because Al Taylor, their initial choice for mayor, withdrew because of illness. Republicans can choose anyone that they wish to replace Taylor on the ballot. They say Ginta will remain a registered Democrat at the lead March. Her name will appear on the Keyes whip. The bulletin with the word Republican next to it. Ginta, who spent 13 years in city council, stepped down in June. She has been the city's top vote getter in large elections since 1987, Hartman said. Keyes is already the longest serving mayor in El Reyes history until Tuesday.
Also, the FBI was on trial here. He really wanted to put the government in its place. In
El Reyes, the cost of cleaning Lorain County homes contaminated with deadly bug spray has grown to at least $19 million in finding.
He's a coward.
Cuts the funding may stop the project cleanup. Spokesman said some local officials said they're shocked at the cleanup costs, encouraging about $80,000 or $90,000 apiece for at least 28 homes known to have open treated with methylphenidone, according to U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Loretta Skilgorn, an elastic exterminator from El Reyes, sprayed the pesticide, which is banned for indoor use and can kill adults in doses of a small and a teaspoon. Kilgore faces trial in September on charges including vandalism. Regional EPA officials said this week they have the money. Chiefs in Washington who approved $19 million for the project, up from a previous deal of $32 million. To then, the EPA leaders promised $14 million, and an agency spokesman Eileen Dramer said, and regional officials are still waiting word on the $30 million. If the money doesn't come through, the project can't be finished, she said. Funding is uncertain because Congress has threatened to cut EPA's budget on 1/3. The House of Representatives have passed the bill emanating the budget cuts last week.
At the courthouse, prosecutors revealed that meeting was just a setup to have him killed.
Washington, New York Air Traffic Control Center and 4 of our centers across the country will get new equipment, but not for a couple of years. The Federal Aviation Administration announced Tuesday that it will spend $65 million to upgrade the computers in New York, Chicago, Dallas, Fort Worth, Washington, and New York areas. All the centers will have been plagued by computer failures. After developing computer programs and purchasing the equipment could delay the installation of the new units until late 2007. FAA Administrator David R. Hinson said the agency will try to shorten the process. Meanwhile, the agency will increase training for controls and dealing with computer problems and in backup systems at Monte, regular assistant administrator for air traffic services.
Those iced coffees with 2 teaspoons
for a
potassium cyanide.
Prosecutors say the motive was a large sum of money Camuti owed Briggs.
Life was filled with violence. James Feige said incredibly. Still Tuesday, as 3 judges sentenced him to die. His family did it so calmly. Feig's sister Kathy cried out in anguish when the judges sentenced his brother to death for killing him to at least enjoying 1993. James Feig's father, James Sr., You're putting the children for it again, James. With Shannon Lisa's mother, Jane Yepko's James Sr. and Mary Flagg have custody. Either son children Ellis and Jasmine. One of the manager's supporters tried to order James Sr., but he ignored the advice and loudly said, no, she.
Did test positive for rabies.
Manager Yepko later acknowledged comments that I did not cause that death sentence and I did not raise her son. Jamie Flappy was scheduled to die on June 24th, 1992 years today, and later be turned into right into the skull of his ex-wife. A lengthy appeal process made late on a Plangi's execution, but will soon be joined forever. Lorain County is on death row in Mansfield Correctional Institution. He was taken from Lorain County Jail this morning to Lorain County Institution for processing. While the judges announced their decision over a deliberation Tuesday, Lisa's family said friends expressing was there. Thank God, said Lisa's office, as she met with her hands. Students are finding where they are.
So when they do issue a warning, it's...
Councilwoman Roseanne Johnson of North Ridgeville, Republican 3rd Ward, said Tuesday that she will urge City Council to sue the state to force the Ohio Turnpike to increase safety at Gate 9A. Theodore L. Brennigan, 6'5", of Norwalk, was killed in the fiery crash at the gate Monday when his truck rear-ended a flatbed truck carrying steel coil. The gate has been the site of 26 accidents since 1991, according to the Ohio Highway Patrol records. The crash also resulted in the spill of 20 gallons of diesel fuel oil. A transmission fluid said Assistant Fire Chief N.D. Wagner fumes from the spill, which was cleaned Tuesday afternoon and gave many residents headaches. Johnson said she wants council to ask Law Director Jeff Manning to pursue the matter of making the toll gate safer for residents who live in the area near Davis and David Drives. Council meets on September 3rd and trying for 5 years to get the state to do something about this exchange. Johnson said Monday's accident was just another accident waiting to happen and was a terrible tragedy and won't be the last. Fire Brennigan was the first to die there, and an interchange which was an accident, say 482 Turnpike has been the site of several major accidents. October 1988, a tractor-trailer smashed across a concrete island, crashed through the toll booth, and then jacked after the driver and toll booth attendant were injured in the accident. In August 1991, a truck failed to stop at the toll booth and struck a tractor-trailer from the rear. Both drivers were hospitalized with injuries. According to police reports, both accidents were caused by drivers who fell asleep at the wheel.
Not quite sure what to make of it. In Boston, Jan WCVB, News Center 5.
Ashland, a former LY teacher, was killed in a two-car accident at State Route 89 and US Route 250 Monday that injured 4 of her people. Up 40 said Catherine Messer, 79 of LY Township, died in a crash. The U.S. State Patrol reported a lifelong LY resident. Miss House started at the McKinley School from 60 to 1975. Her granddaughter Elizabeth Messaros, 13 of Ghana's Ohio, was first taken to Ashland Samaritan Hospital. Patrol said and was transferred by helicopter to Columbus Children's Hospital. She was in interrogation today, hospital spokesman said. The patrol said Catherine Messaros failed to stop at the intersection, according to patrol reports. Messaros was driving a 1991 Buick LeSabre northbound at 12:30 p.m. Monday when it collided with a eastbound pickup truck driven by Timothy Hamlin, 31 in Bloomingdale.
Around 7 o'clock. And I can't...
In Alabama, the woman who said she was raped by a minister when she was a teenager said prosecutors would proceed with the case despite the blood test said the minister didn't father her daughter. Hot to the paternity test will allow the defense to attack her credibility in the rape case against Irene Napier Sr. Grafton, the woman told the Chronicle Telegram Tuesday. The woman told the Chronicle she now believes her daughter, who is now 7, was fathered by a teenage boy she was seeing at the time. He was close to her age and she was a friend during the difficult time, she said. Napier, 79, is charged with 5 counts, each of rape and sexual battery of the women. The incident started by the time she was 14, sheriff deputy said. Lorain County Prosecutor Gregory White and Chief Assistant Prosecutor Jonathan E. Rosenbent weren't available to comment. The Sheriff Sergeant Gary Albrecht said the paternity test doesn't affect the case at all. Our case is not that Napier is a father. Albrecht said our case is wherever he had sex with her and he admits that he has.
I cried so much that I feel like I just can't anymore.
Albrecht said the girl told her 40 that she thought her child was fathered by Napier, but admitted that she had sex with another individual. They're gonna jump on her morals, credibility, and standards, but that's the way that her parents raised her, Albrecht said. Court documents say that Napier of Columbia Station told police in a tape statement that he had sex with the girl's parents. In LY and Gateway, just not 10 students from present Russia walked throughout the Chronicle Telegram and bit startled on Tuesday in LY. It wasn't in rear of the press as the Golden M, it wasn't in Magna Beers or even late breaking news. No, it wasn't. Vending machines and pencil sharpeners. They don't have deals in Russia. Said Larry Loka, the advisor to the FFA program at Keystone High School, accommodating exchange students. Lokai knows the residents of Razan-Lek because they've spent the month there on June 22nd to July 21st. Now, the 10 students and 1 teacher are staying with the host families in Wayne County to complete the FFA exchange. The Chronicle hosted a continental breakfast for the group Tuesday morning. The students will live about 100 miles southeast of Moscow, wrapped in Lorain County on July 30th after attending the FFA leadership conference in Washington, D.C. the previous week. The goal of the exchange program to encourage the Russians to start an FFA chapter. Lokai said the exchange also provides an opportunity for Russians and Americans to learn about each other's culture. People are not very different, said Taras Shevchenko. You Americans are very kind to a hospital. Alexander Kibachov, a student and the group's interpreter, also found Americans to be gracious hosts. I like all American people very much, Click said. They all have smiles while the Russians and Americans may have similar dispositions. Collective and eating habits are different. American food is dry, and we usually have warm drinks, not cold. Lorraine Mattis has long been known for guaranteeing its buffaloes. Now, Lorraine County Community College will be known for guaranteeing its graduates. LCCC President Roy A. Church announced Tuesday morning that the college would ensure the quality of graduates with associate degrees of applied science of applied business by giving them a guarantee to show their future employer along with a diploma. Educators at LCCC expect graduates with those degrees to have specific knowledge, skills, abilities, and employer finds that a graduate lacks technical job skills to show a degree. LCCC will provide up to 13 hours of additional coursework at cost to the graduate and employer. The employee's guarantees that the is the equivalent of 3 to 5 courses. The guarantee shows that LCCC and Albright is committed to making sure that students come out ready to begin productive employment in their respective fields. Church Dunn commented on titled of the Lorain County Chamber of Commerce. Ralph Fairfield, the president of the Kobe Steel Company, when he spoke in the news coverage, said it was critical for his company to have a high-quality workforce. LCCC guarantee sends a clear message to the community about the graduates and their outstanding prior approach to education. He said it shows that Lorain County Community College is
looking to learn, combing for culture, or just want to have some fun outside the sun?
In Columbus, the GOP says the wife of one congressman representing Lorain County has become a solid legislature in her own right. State Senator Karen Gilmore, Republican on the Old Court, has been honored by the National Republican Legislature Association as 1995 Freshman Legislature of the Year. The group consists of GOP legislatures from across the country. Senator Gilmore's wife of Paul Gilmore, who represents many of the Lorain County's western and southern townships in the Congress. Representing Gilmore's district extends in Indiana border. Senator Gilmore's district includes Bufford, Logan, Marion, Sandusky, Seneca, Union, and Randolph counties. Both Republicans live in Old Fort.
For picture-perfect savings, visit us today. Sail in.
Hurricane Aaron lands on Vero Beach, Florida with strong winds but not much damage. Justice now is put in fight against pedophiles. 10 students from Russia visited the area for the FFA exchange program. And a Japanese American GI recalls the horror of returning home to Hiroshima and search for his family among the ruins of the bomb. Okay, now to the weather now.
Team 5 Investigates has learned that the State Inspector General has begun an investigation into questionable spending at a popular state university.
This comes after Team 5 reviewed the travel expenses for the leaders of every university in the state system. Team 5's Kathy Curran has details on how thousands of your hard-earned tax dollars have...
Okay, thank you. Right now.
Dr. Evan Dobell doesn't seem to have a care in the...
Our current conditions at Hopkins Field in Cleveland on this August 2nd, 1995.
University. Dobell and his staff dodged
on a Wednesday, the temperature is...
a handshake and a smile when we showed up unexpectedly at a Board of Trustees meeting.
82 degrees with a heat index 87 to 2.73 degrees. Humidity 74%, around 3.14 inches. Visibly 5 miles, winds not off by 10 conditions, drizzly skies.
And spent the most money. You're the most traveled and you spent the most money.
We're the best university.
Around the region, it's 81 out in Lakefront, 82 at Cagua, 87 in Akron, Canton, 86 in Youngstown, 80 in Erie, 82 in Butler, 92 in Pittsburgh, Wheeling, and Morgantown, West Virginia, 92 in Parkersburg, West Virginia, 91 in Zanesville, Ohio, 88 in Columbus, Ohio, 85 in Mansfield, Ohio, 83 in Jackson, 80 in Detroit, Michigan, 91 out in Toledo, 86 in Findlay, 88 in Dayton, and 92 in Cincinnati, and 91 in Huntington, West Virginia.
Washington, Portland.
Portland, Oregon, California, and several other states.
Weather wise by the nation. Here shows Aaron now's gonna weaken as it hits the land. It's gonna bring rain to northern Florida, stretching down into Alabama and Georgia, stretching into western Carolina, then into eastern Tennessee and down to southwestern Kentucky and southeastern Kentucky and southwestern Virginia. And another line of showers and storms from the northern Texas, stretching through Oklahoma and down into southeastern Kansas, through Missouri, through southern Illinois, through Indiana and into western Michigan, and
Travel expenses, use of the school,
and a couple of rain showers in eastern Nebraska, stretching western Iowa.
travel policy was
And it was sunny hot in the southwest,
trustees to
stretching western states and
travel requests and
humid skies with little rain showers in wide stretch of Pennsylvania and New Jersey and into southwestern New York, and a couple of rain showers in over Maine.
$1 a month lease for a car. Dobell's spending habits were also
And
scrutinized in his previous job as head of the University of Hawaii.
the storms we're gonna get to the
Has learned the state inspector
Ohio by tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. Okay, 5-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, podcast guys, chance of storms low about 30 degrees. Thursday, warm and humid, high 87 degrees. Friday, humid, chance of storms, high 89, low about 71 degrees. Saturday, humid, chance of showers and storms, high 90, low 30 degrees. And Sunday, more the same, humid, chance of showers, high 90, low about 70 degrees. Lake Erie tonight, east winds 5 to 15 knots becoming southeast and an increase in the 10 to 20 knots. Chance of showers and thunderstorms, waves 1 to 3 feet, and Thursday mainly west winds 10 to 20 knots. A chance of showers and thunderstorms, waves 2 to 4 feet, and temperature Lake Erie 76 degrees. Sunset today 8:45 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow morning 6:24 a.m. That's gonna be it for the weather. Now Nev channel weather sports. Take away Nev. Okay, thank you. Tonight the
Free next weekend?
Next weekend.
How about rain free?
Indians of Cleveland and the Minnesota Twins will square off at the Jake at 7:05 p.m. and power be on mound for the tribe. Bear.
Actually, we certainly had rain late last night and into this morning in parts of the area. It came down pretty hard. Look at the amounts of parts of Worcester County.
In Cleveland, Kenny Lofton is back, Eddie Murray is too, and Dave Winfield still a member of the Indians. Lofton torn college and right rib cage, and Murray too broken vertebrae activated from disabled list. Prior to Tuesday night's game with Minnesota to make room for them, left-hander Ellen Embry was optioned to class AAA Buffalo outfielder Ruben Amaya was placed on a 15-day disabled list with a strained left hamstring. The moves by to the Indians more time to see if Winfield spotted a plan for the rest of the season. Just exactly when Winfield's will be, however, is unclear. General Manager John Hart assures that's up to manager Mike Gargo. I'm not sure what Mike's going to do. He has a lot of options. The option Tuesday night against right-hander Scott
To start the game off,
playing back, it was to Murray as a
slightest chance that there will be
designated hitter to play Paul Sermon at the first and Winfield on the bench. So it looked like Winfield will be limited to being the DH against left-handed starters. That's the role he was in before
areas of showers.
taking his left
Maine, another one back.
wrist cut on June 30th, and it left the role in which he didn't drive. Winfield hit 189 with a homer and 3 runs.
We're gonna have a westerly wind.
But
win for us.
as the time of his injury, Winfield earned his last 7 games in the recent road trip and hit 286, 8 for 20 with a home and RBI. He struck out 8 times and drew 5 walks. I think he's looked pretty good. He's had more discipline in the plate. I saw some things that make me around. He's trying to come around. Winfield's batting 307, 18 for 87 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Hargrove seems uncertain what Murray's role will be. On Tuesday night, the manager said Murray will play come first base against left-handers during the road trip. He said Murray would be limited to DH. For a while, Murray was injured in a home plate collision with Twins catcher Matt Ralback on July 2nd. The injury came 2 days after he collected a 3,000 hit. He had an RBI double and a 5 at base on Tuesday night. Lofton was injured while taking batting practice on July 13th. He played 1 inning in the first game of the doubleheader against Oakland and following day. His only ever appearance was a pitch runner 2 days. Later, Lofton was placed on the DL July 22nd. July 17th, he was 3-5 with a run scored Tuesday night. Embry's going back to Buffalo for a second time was called up when Lofton on the DL. Saturday night in Seattle, and 4 relief appearances, he was 2-1 with L80 earned run average after first being called up on July 13th. He won 2 games in 3 days before being sent down on July 17th. Bart Sedemar was injured in last Friday in Seattle. The switch hitter is being 179, 729 with a homer and 4 RBI.
Tomorrow, a sun cloud mix, 80 to 85 degrees for tomorrow, and that's how it should shape up. Just briefly.
Cleveland, do the Indians have what it takes to get to the World Series? Twins Twins manager Tom Kelly thinks so, and we have known better the man who has been there the last 8 years. Kelly has been in the dugout when the Twins won the World Series in both 87 and 91, seeing similarities between his 87 club and this year's Indians team. In fact, though, Federal manager at 10 years think the Tribe just may be a lot superber than the teams that done him in World Series wing. There are some similarities and there have been many differences between the two teams. Kelly said in 87 we had Billivan and Vale on our stars with a mixture of our people throughout the year. Cleveland at the 5 quad guys with Martinez, Hershacher, Nagy, Ogia, and now Hill. So started pitching and it's even comparable. And other areas which are two teams different favor. The 95 Indians, the playoff experience, something Kelly's 87 team had precious little of. Eddie Murray, Winfield, Hershacher, and Pena, and all guys have been on for the World Series, and that's improvement said Kelly. I had one in blue and Kelly does seem similarities, but I thought the bullpens are comparable, said Kelly. Would have been Clyde, career manager and record of 6-1, 6-5 with Minnesota. We had Jeff Reardon and they have.
I can't believe it. And I was talking to a lot of ushers last night.
Pizza, while 7 guys have similar to what Indians have now. Offensively, we have overspent and Lofton and Pascal. We didn't steal a base, and we like to punt the ball that this year with guys like Brunetsky, Puckett, and Herbeck, and they do that to Indians. Listen, and Kelly is a wonder as 8-17, which finished the regular season 8 games, about 585 stars, and made it to the big dance. But once the last began, that's a who knew ball game, says Kelly. Anything can happen in the postseason. Nobody thought we had beat Detroit. We supposed to have no chance, but anything is all possible in the playoffs. That's a whole new start. The Tigers will finish the 8th regular season 96-60 were similar to the Indians that many observers fit that they tested time with an Indian. That game at the start. So Indian fans, listen up to Dent's words that warned from Mr. Kelly, who knows that it's take the pull out big upset, pulling the clock before the house. That can be a dangerous thing, he said, referring to the possibility of the Indians looking part of their postseason opponents. The Indians have won a lot of games, lost how many games we won in the regular season.
When instead
doesn't mean anything when the playoffs start, and see, but with the addition of their powerful lineup and solid pitching staff, the Tribe, which 17.5 game lead on the rest of the American League. Son of Vision folds them in something though and working to there. It's according to Kelly. The Indians are not a penetrate, so they come up to the ballpark relax. He said they don't have to worry about the sweat they're not until last week after the regular season. You just have to concentrate on the playoffs and the World Series, which is what players all went to get to.
All right, thanks, Mike. And the grand total now is 11 walk-off wins. That's when they're saving the...
Hurry up, Browns fans who claim the team needs a veteran backup quarterback to
17
many tests we have in LA. Dom Ellie, ex-brand super scout, thinks so. We got what we made the best set of wide receivers in the NFL, but the big question is whether the guy in front of the ball can get to them in a mail. Now the player personnel director for the Carolina Panthers said Tuesday, as the club and the Browns
tomorrow, and it will undoubtedly say
begin 2 days of combined practice this year. I personally think Vinny is good enough to get the Browns to the promised land. He has got all the tools to do it, but the backup quarterback presents a problem. We got rookie first round draft pick Kerry Collins, who maybe end up being number 2 guy, but that's all right because we're not going to do the Super Bowl this year. The Browns about to have a shot again there, and their number 2 guy, Eric.
He took a sorry franchise and turned it around.
Zealous rookie. I think the Browns need to do something in that area. Anthony was remained 8 years in Cleveland before going to Carolina. The Browns are in playoff contender. Everybody knows that what the team did last year, but I'm more than into the playoffs of the Browns this year because a lot of my heart's still in Cleveland.
And after that, a couple other coaches now with Belichick, and the things have been good. Indeed, they have. Coming up new tonight.
Cleveland, if you don't have an Indians stick by now. Here's some bad news. They're all gone. The Indians announced Tuesday night that the remaining 30 home dates in the 95 season are sold out. The team has 2.84 million tickets a day. The Indians have sold out 27 of the 41 home dates, including 22 in a row. They have around 1,583,000.
This portion of News Center 5 is sponsored by PwC.
65 for the season. Tuesday night's crowd of 42,023 was the largest in Jacobs Field history. Indians' previous high for the single season attendance came in 1948 in the last season when they won the World Series, where they drew 2,820,627 fans and 66 home dates at Cleveland Stadium. Cleveland, Ken Hill is happy to be playing for the best team baseball again.
They don't have a choice.
The 29-year-old right-hander traded the Indians last week because the Fillmore with a success despite arriving in St. Louis where the Cardinals had their problems this season. During last season's stretch, showing the season, Hill went 65 with a 3.32 ERA for the Montreal Expos, owners of the baseball's best record when the strike began. With Cleveland now ahead in the majors with a 59-27 rate. Hill's not surprisingly plays to be back with a winning team. The city is starving for a winner. Last year in Montreal, we had the best record in baseball, and it was happening. Things were cut away, and everywhere decided. Such wasn't the case with the Cardinals who got a tail on all April 5th trade for pitchers. Brian Everett and Kirk Bulger and outfielder Durham Stovall. 18 starts the season. Hill went 6-7 with a 5-4 60 yard. Hill had 125 hits and 40 walks and 1 in 10.5 innings. He said he let the Cardinals know he wanted that. I asked them to trade me about a month ago. I'm going to be a free agent next year and I want to be a contender. Cleveland wasn't the only team interested in the series. I said, Boston and Crowley also said, I'm bringing some old brands out back here and wearing new uniforms. Frank Sams, Lloyd Tillman, Mark Carey, and Randy Baltimore with the Carolina Panthers who practiced with the Browns. So aim to do so again today. As Stem, the Akron native who played linebacker with the Browns in 1994, went to Carolina in offseason as an restricted free agent and did a running back. Kick return, Baltimore 91-94. Tillman, a wide receiver here from May 1993, signed as a free agent with the Browns. Not long after they were focused, while Pierce 93-94 was claimed after the what I was supposed in an expansion draft. Tuesday, Stems, Carter, Tillman, and Baltimore were getting the most attention from the Cleveland media. We don't need to put the asked by Baltimore's name, however, because he managed to get out today without reporters calling him. Carrier and Tillman didn't seem overly thrilled to talk to the receiver. Sam's thought was a different story. The Akron St. Mary High Notre Dame product was only too happy to see some film faces. Just the first day I came in when everybody wanted to talk to me. It was great to be back. I really miss
You just want to get that fun.
that place. I grew up with a Browns and still a Browns fan.
Get that phone call.
Sam's has been moved to the
Stop Erica and Rick.
weak side inside linebacker spot in the Panthers alignment. He's battling for a starting berth along with 9-year veteran Paul Butcher next. Indianapolis Colts was taking that opposition. Draft the expansion draft 8-year pro. Carlton Bailey forming a Buffalo New York Giants. Butcher started Saturday's 2014 victory over Jacksonville in a Hall of Fame game. But Sam's nonetheless played a lot. He's different position and different scheme. Then when I played with the Browns, I said Sam's with the weak side outside linebacker in the 4-3 configuration here. But I like this defense because of that we trying to do, and that confuses a lot of teams. Some started in 15 of the 16 games in which we played this a year ago. Although we refused to. Say that the Tuesday he is out of hand right on the ball. He knew the front view was just an average.
For morning tonight. Thanks for making
Chicago does not seem, no matter that the Penn State had 3 prolific offensive players taken in the first round in the NFL draft. According